Guys, it is Mike from Baltimore Rides here. Tuesday the 19th wrap up. It's actually the wee hours of Wednesday morning. It's after midnight, but I am actually already done with my night. Let me fix my lens there, it's a little smudgy. Okay. Pretty good evening all in all. I started the night around 2 o'clock-ish. And 2 in the afternoon, I guess I should say. I just ended up sleeping in late and not getting up as early as I wanted to. And by the time I got on the road, I was already kind of into the thick of it. It was already 2:30. So I did not get to DC tonight. The winds of fate kept me close to home. I got on 83 and I got rides into Baltimore. I bounced around Baltimore. I got a ride to the airport, sat at the airport waiting for a ride out and gave up after about 40 minutes because it just was not moving at all. And I knew that would be bad if I waited. So I left, which turned out to be a great decision because I kept getting rides that were pretty decent distance. And to put things in perspective, I have $150 something in Lyft and only $53 with Uber. So it was a Lyft night tonight. It was just like back-to-back Lyft rides. They were all good rides. They were all suburban. I was in the city a little bit, but I got out of the city pretty quick, and it wasn't really me leaving. It was just I got rides out of the city. So, really good numbers, over 200 when you add the two together, which I'm definitely happy with. It was good. Really, really good night, and a lot of good conversations, a lot of good tips. I will say Lyft passengers tip better than Uber passengers. I've noticed it. It's not a fad. It's definitely a thing, and I'm not really sure why. Maybe Lyft does a better job promoting that, or the Lyft passenger app, maybe kind of nudges you better. But I don't get nearly as many tips with Uber as I do with Lyft. And if I do, I get bigger tips with Lyft. So, that's that. But it was a good night. It was a really good night. Towson is very active, and a part of me says, hey, let's stay and grind for another 2.5 hours because they're all partying. It's the last night of finals, blah, blah, blah. But another part of me says, no, get home. You made your goal. Go home, get a good night's sleep, and then come back out and hit it again tomorrow. And I think, and this could be a risk, but if they're all done with finals tonight, sorry, my throat is scratchy. I have a hunch that the ones that live on dorms will all have to be out tomorrow because they have 24 hours to get out after their last final, and today was the last day of finals. So I think, and anybody that's driving tomorrow really needs to, hear me out here. I think there'll be a lot of trips from Towson and Goucher to Penn Station or to BWI. I really think so. The locals will just drive home. I mean, I know that. The upperclassmen, the locals, the ones living off campus that have cars, that's not our business. But the ones that are on campus, the underclassmen that don't have vehicles and they're living in dorms, they've all got to get the hell out. And if they don't live in Maryland, they're going to Penn Station or they're going to BWI. So I'm telling you now, I think that's where you should post up. I'm gonna head right there. I'm not even gonna turn my app on until I get there. Lyft and Uber, and I think that's what's gonna happen. I think a lot of them are gonna be bugging out. So that's my plan anyway, is to try that and just see what happens. So, but that's kind of how things stand. I did talk to Exchange Leasing today. I mentioned it the other day briefly, but if you have an exchange lease vehicle and you're keeping it like I am, you're continuing your contract, you have to set up direct payment. You have to set up, with your bank account number and your routing number. You have to give them that information so they can set it up for automatic withdrawal, because as of this week, they are no longer going to be taking it out through the app. Now, the lady I talked to on the phone did not have 100% answers for the questions I had, because they're taking it out on Monday, but we don't get paid until Wednesday with Uber. Now, she's saying we'll get paid quicker, but I don't know what that means. She also couldn't confirm that they're going to unlock my ability to cash out instantly, which I assume they would if it's no longer being done through the Uber app, but you never know. So we'll have to see how that goes. If they allow me to cash out instantly, then I can just cash out every Sunday, and the money will be in the bank on Monday morning. But if not, it's a little bit weird that they're deducting before your direct deposit shows up. So we'll have to just see how that goes. But Monday is the first payment through your bank account. So if you haven't called them, call them this week. I don't know what's going to happen to you if you don't do that. So there's a bunch of you guys out there and ladies that are driving Uber Exchange leases with me. You need to call and set that up. You need to, it says the call times are 20 plus minutes, which was weird because I got a call I got picked up right away. Like, it didn't even ring or go to hold or anything. It just went right to a person. So I think maybe they just have a default message, and it's not some intelligent system. I think it's just a voicemail that they've created. So definitely do that. And that's really it, guys. It's been an active week, very, very busy so far. It's only Tuesday and the numbers are big. So if you're not on the road, you need to get on the road, because the money's there. People are moving around. The malls are busy. The train station's busy. Restaurants, bars, people are just moving around a lot right now. I don't know what Friday and Saturday are going to look like, but I assume they're going to be busy. I assume it's going to be a lot of last minute shoppers, last minute partiers. So, that's what I'm banking on. So I'm going to let you guys go, and it's going to be a short video tonight because my throat is just killing me. I've been talking too much tonight. And I will be back on the road tomorrow. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I know it's been a crazy 6-8 weeks, just with all the stuff going on at home for me, that isn't really Uber related. But I just want to thank you guys for being patient with me and, giving me the time I needed to kind of get back in the saddle 100%. So, it's really reassuring that you guys didn't all just bail and jump ship on me the minute I started having kind of all the crazy stuff that was going on at home. So I really appreciate you guys sticking with me. The new folks that have kind of signed on recently, please hang in there. As much as I ramble about a lot of different stuff, there's some wisdom in some of the stuff I'm saying. We're all learning this together, and as I get more and more comfortable and I feel more and more confident, it's getting easier. Look at tonight. It's a Tuesday, and I've got $200 in at 12:30. So, 6 months ago, I would have been out on the road till 3-4 in the morning to get that same $200. 6 months ago, I wasn't even getting $200 on a Tuesday. So it's scalable. It really is. It's work smart, not hard. It's definitely scalable. So everybody have a great night, and I will be back out on the road tomorrow, guys. Thank you guys so much. Later.